Yeah.
think this is not for now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't. Will I do a sound check now, or do you want to? It's fine. I'll just wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Is he okay? Probably best to leave your water behind you, maybe, Flesh. What do you reckon?
Enjoys the race today between Spirit FC and St George CDFA. Christie Park Canteen is available for coffee, food, snacks and cold drinks. Smoking is prohibited in all areas of this venue. Any guest found smoking will be asked to leave the venue. If you wish to smoke, please do so 10 metres outside the entrance gate.
Good luck.
Are out of bounds to all except players and officials. Please ensure when leaving Christie Park that all rubbish is taken with you or placed in the bin provided. Please note that it is an expectation that all spectators respect players and referees at all times whilst inside this venue. Spirit FC would like to thank our sponsors for their ongoing support of our football program. We'd like to thank our major sponsors, Alpha Group, TLE, Napa Electrical, Jilka, Swiftboard, the Apple Club, Zolaris, Self-Care, and Snap Printing.
Yeah, keep it together.
Teams. Chris Marquez, number 1 in goals. Number 2, Anthony Eunice. Number 5, Jordan Perez. Number 7, Frankie Vukovic. Number 8, Dan Cole. Number 9, Number 10, Michael Colasava. 13, Simon Nicholas. 15, Jenny Pazewski. 19, Zane Alwaya. 22, Takumi Ofuka. St. George City, we have Jack Kenny in goals. Charlie Pirelli, number 3. Number 4, Solomon John Waika. Number 8, Anthony Cox. Number 9, Martin Rorty. Number 11, Fernando Kamada. Number 15, Nathan Grimaldi. Number 18, Gonzalo Agueros. Number 23, Dakota Rescue. Number 25, Brady Clarkson. And number 33, Lewis Curry.
Well, it's very warm and somewhat smoky, I have to say. Welcome along to Christie Park, home of the leading NWS Spirit for this round 4 clash from the Football New South Wales men's NPL competition. And the visitors here to Christie Park today. And as I mentioned, that smoke, there's some hazard reduction burns going on just across. You can see the smoke up in the sky. And it's actually one of our assistant referees, Rory McFarlane. Thank you, Rory, who gave me these details. Hazard reduction burns happening today over near Hornsby. And we can really feel the effects of those here today. A little bit of smoke hovering around in the air. And wonder how that will affect the least. But touching today on our visitors, it's the 6th place St. George City. Now they come into this game. They're the best placed of the multiple teams sitting on 4 points. There's a real gaggle of teams all sitting together on 4 points, but they've got the best goal difference. They're at the top of that group. That keeps them in 6th place on the ladder. Now, the home team, NWS Spirit, they are sitting pretty, as they say, right at the top of the ladder. Played 3, won 3, scored 10, conceded just 2, and they are looking very, very good very, very good value for that lead at the top of the table. You can see the 2 captains out there just at the moment getting ready. It is Grant Cornwell, a very experienced captain who will be leading the team here today for the home side, NWS Spirit. And on the other side of the field, it's going to be SJ Monaghan-Vaika, who is going to lead St. George City. We'll take you to those teams now. Home side first. It's going to be Jack Kinney, Chris Marquez in goal for the home side, and then it's going to be that back 3, very effective back 3 that they've used so far this year. Simon Nicholas, Grant Cornwall stepping in for the injured Corey Kavanagh, Jamie Perchevsky, that's the back 3. Then they will have Jordan Perez and Anthony Eunice, number 2 and number 5 as the wing backs. Again, they looked very, very comfortable in those wing back positions against Apia last weekend. They've got a middle triangle. It's Frankie Vukovic, the American, wearing the number 7 jersey. The skillful Michael Conestabo at 10, and then Zane Alawali. He's going to step up from that wing-back position into that central midfield role. And up front, the absolute stars of the team so far, Iwakubu scored 4 goals already this season in just 3 games. And his striking partnership is going to be Takumi Afuka, the Japanese spearhead for Spirit. We'll take you through the St. George team quickly. It's Jack Kenny, Kaya de Godoy, SJ Monaghan-Vaika, as I mentioned, Nathan Grimaldi, Brody Clarkson. Right in the midfield there on the ball, playing the ball forward. It is going to be Dom Cox, Dakota Askew, Goncalo Agrelos, Famoto Kamada, Lewis Curry, and then Mark McNulty up front and straight into the action. Iwakubu straight into the action there, looking to get on the end of a long ball, but Jack Kenny in his purple kit has picked it up well, and it is a low kick, but that kick is going to sail all the way through to his opposite number, Chris Marquez, who is wearing almost identical kit. Both goalkeepers wearing number 1 today, and both goalkeepers in a sort of a dark purple, sort of Prince-esque colours for Chris Marquez, for the Spirit, who are playing from right to left as you're looking at it, and more sort of a lighter colour, almost a violet, for Jack Kenny at the other end. And now Marquez with this goal kick to get us going. Still inside the first minute of the game here. First goal kick of the game, and it goes long up towards the edge of the box. Well, a little push in the back there, is it? Yes, a little push in the back. Our match referee is Eric Saba today, and as we mentioned, we've got Rory McFarlane and Glenn Stubbings running the line. Mujtaba Ibrahimi is going to be our fourth official, who is just directly below us here, resplendent in sort of a lime green, I think it's fair to say, for Mujtaba Ibrahimi. Now, yes, free kick there. One of the easier decisions you think that Eric Saba will have to make today. Clear push in the back from Uakubu. And the ball is played very long now, just up to the edge of the box. Almost a little collision there between two Spirit players. But Cox has picked it up really well. And he's found a teammate quickly. It's Agrilos. Agrilos plays it back to Manan Vaika. And across the back to Grimaldi. Grimaldi plays it across to the far side. Looking to maintain possession there. Well, they've given the ball away almost immediately. It's Jamie Perchevsky who's picked it up. Lovely little touch there from Conestabo. Beautiful little flick inside from Conestabo to maintain possession. And now the ball played up into the channel, but cleared away well. Kayo Dugadoy clears it up high in the air. And there is Yunus winning it in the air and then winning it on the ground. Yunus came on as a substitute last week for the unlucky Corey Kavanagh, who suffered a concussion in scoring a terrific headed goal from a corner. But, he is not ready just yet. David Perkovich told me during the week. That lovely chat to David Perkovich during the week. And he said that Corey Kavanagh is still a week or two away. Not ready for today, so a little bit of a reshuffle. But when you've got somebody like Grant Cornwall to step into the middle of the middle of your defence there, that can hardly really be described as a reshuffle. Now, throw in down this near side. Looking for a Kubu, can't quite find him. But that's won well by Cornwell. That great experience there. Cornwall looking to win that tackle early. But just enough done there by Lewis Curry to win the ball back for St George City. And now it's to Godoy again. Cox making a run, looking for the ball up the middle of the field. But it's Curry who finds it again. And then the ball is played forward. Well, just for a moment there, it looked like Agrilos was going to get in behind the back three. They have a really interesting setup, Spirit. They've got a back three, solid back three, that swaps intermittently into a back four. And also a bit of a back five. But then when their back three sits back, the two wing backs push right on. So real sort of total football vibe to it, I have to say. The way they change around and move around, and people drop back into position when a teammate has gone forward. And now Lukovic. Lukovic, is there a foul there? There is indeed. Little trip on Frankie Lukovic, who's one of that midfield triumvirate. Lukovic, Conestabo, and today Alawalia. But as I said, it's real sort of total football vibe. The formation is almost it's a 3-2-3-1-1, but it variously interchanges to being a 5-3-2 as well, depending on the circumstance. Now Akubu in behind here. Can he get left foot shot? And he does. Akubu! Oh, a terrific save. A terrific save. A little touch there from Jack Kenny. And that's our first real shot on anger of the game. It's the danger man, Akubu, who got on the end of a lovely little through ball there. Left-footed shot with his distinctive white boots. But Kenny just did enough to slow himself down and get a little outstretched left hand to it. And he's touched out for a corner on the far side, which will be taken by Jordan Perez heading across there. And we've got 6 players right in the box. And Lukovic just on the edge of the box. Absolutely nobody marking Lukovic, but he's called back. Well, Perkovic giving him some direction there to push on. And so here comes the corner now. Perez to take it. Floats it into the box, headed away really well there by St George. Danger averted clearly. Conestabo takes a lovely touch, finds Perez again. Out on that far side. The smoke in the background, steps inside, gets a lovely cross into the back post. Just a little bit too much on that cross. And it evades Grant Cornwall, who was pushing forward there. A little bit of space there, Cornwell, but the cross coming in from the far side. Just a little bit too much pepper on it, and out it goes for a goal kick, which Jack Kenny will take. Now, plenty of guidance being given. The two managers are directly below us here in our commentary position. We can hear almost everything they're saying. Lots of guidance for their teams about setting up. Looks like it's a back three as well for St George City here. Now, that is an extremely long goal kick, almost down to the edge of the box. Flicked on really well there. One in the air by Dakota Askew. But the ball has gone out for a throw-in, which Perez will take. He's maybe about 7 metres or so from the corner flag there, looking to really box them in. It's a real high press here from St George City. They've got 5, 6, 7 players really looking to box the Spirit in. But Perez with the long throw. Yakubu goes early, doesn't quite get it, but Conestabo is there. Controls it briefly with his shoulder. Does it take a last touch? Eric Saba, our match referee, having a little look. Excellent refereeing there from Eric Saba. Just pauses for a moment, has a little bit of a look, has a conversation with, in fact, with his fourth official, which is excellent use of the fourth official there from Eric Saba. The ball had come up off Conastabo's shoulder and probably had gone out before the St. George City player got a touch, so probably the right decision there. Now St. George City looking to get a first attack going. It's Agralos putting pressure on. Dakota Askew's got the ball and he spreads it all the way across to the left-hand side of the field where Godoy picks it up. Now back for Godoy again, and he's got Grimaldi inside him. Chooses to play it short, and he finds Curry. Corey and Clarkson, little interchange of passing from Corey and Clarkson. Grimaldi now again finds Cox. David Perkovic is leaving his team in no uncertain terms about what he wants them to be doing here. Get in a line, he is shouting very, very clearly. He's worried about that long ball over the top. Haven't mentioned the breeze here actually. The breeze is quite strong. It's coming from left to right, favouring St. George City in this first half. And so a ball over the top with this sort of flat back three that Spirit are playing. A ball over the top could well catch them unawares, and David Perkovic is very aware of that in these first 7 minutes of this first half. Now Cox gets his foot in the ball really well. Back for Godoy, and they're building again. And it's out to Kamada on the left-hand side. Got a bit of space in front from Kamada to run into. Keeps going forward, Kamada. He's got McNulty looking for the ball. Short. Drops it outside for Corey, and now they're going to play it back for Godoy, who in turn follows Grimaldi, and there is that long ball over the top. Gotta be picked up. It's picked up really well actually. Dakota Askew picks it up, drops it inside, finds Agralos stepping onto his left foot, deep left foot across from Agralos, but just a little bit too much on that. Good combination work there though from Askew and Agralos. And there was that long ball that we mentioned. The wind it's picking up and then dropping back just a little bit. It picked up just as that long ball was played into the bottom right-hand corner. And it was Dakota Askew who picks it up well. Dropped it back in for Goncalo Agralos, his left-footed cross. Maybe just gauging that wind a little bit. The next one, you'd imagine, will be a little bit more accurate. And so it's Marks who'll get us going again with a goal kick. And now, well, the wind, you can really see the wind caught that ball there and it really died in the air. Picked up again by Kamada. Kamada looking for it back from Curry, and he gets it. Curry making a run down that left channel, but Kamada pauses back for Godoy. Plenty of options. Kamada's one of them, plays it into space. No flag. Well, there's going to be a late flag, is there? Yes, a late flag comes up. The run had been made there. Curry into that left side channel, and just on this near side here, it is our assistant referee / meteorologist, Rory McFarlane, who gave us those weather conditions and, in fact, fire conditions as well. And his flag was raised. A little look between himself and Saba to indicate that, yes, there is an offside there. And so Marquez now, no wind affecting that one. Up, looking to find Yakubu, just on the edge of the box. One well in the air, but Takumi Afuka's got it. Oh, lovely little turn for Takumi Afuka. Little flick between the legs of Dom Cox there. A terrific nutmeg. Now, it's not really a nutmeg unless you get the ball on the other side. Didn't get the ball on the other side, but he was fouled. So I think we'll give him the credit for nutmeg. I've got the statistician here just beside me as well. I'm not sure if we keep stats on nutmegs. That is a shake of the head. No stats on nutmegs kept as part of the official statistics. But, here comes now. Almost 10 minutes on the clock in this first half. And we're going to have an attacking free kick here. It is Frankie Lukovic who is setting up with the right foot. Jordan Perez who's setting up with his left foot. They've got a 5-person wall just on the edge of the box. And it's Jack Kenny looking appropriately concerned here. The whistle goes. Now Perez, chance to shoot. Perez with a chance to shoot. Oh, and a little flick of the fingertips there from a very relieved looking Jack Kenny. When in fact, has he fallen awkwardly, Kenny? He's stayed down after he's made that save. Initially it just looked like he was relieved to have gotten a fingertip, I should say. Well, a fingerprint. It almost was a fingerprint as opposed to a fingertip. It was the lightest of touches. But he has stayed down, Kenny. Looks like he might have fallen awkwardly on his back there, just on the tailbone perhaps. So it's an opposition player who's helping him back to his feet. And he's back up again, Jack Kenny. Terrific save there. Looked like that was either on target or it might have just clipped the crossbar from Jordan Perez. Very dangerous, whipping left-footed free kick. And he is going to double up here now with the corner. 2 arms in the air from Perez as he takes this corner, floated in right to the edge of the box. And it's Cornwall who does win it this time. Out of the back post, headed across, and it's in there! It is in there from Zayn Aluwalia. A terrific header. The corner went to the back post. Great corner from Perez, headed back across from Cornwall. A previous second chance corner that came across was just over the head of Cornwall. They've adjusted really well there. Perez floated it in. Headed back across into the danger zone by Grant Cornwall, the captain. And there on the far side of the box was Zayn Aluwalia. Always headed back across in the direction in which it came is the old guidance that coaches give. And Zayn Aluwalia floated it back over the head of the possibly still recovering Jack Kenny. Still looking a little bit ginger there in his penalty box. And with 11 minutes gone, or 12 minutes gone in fact, we have the first goal of the game. It is the NWS Spirit 1 and St George City 0. Now, Lewis Curry, Cox, little miscontrol there from Cox. And the ball is played forward. It's Kamada looking to close this down. But again, the wind has just called the ball there a little bit. Kamada looks like he was. I know, in fact, our assistant referee indicating that Kamada was, in fact, offside. And so we're going to have a goal kick. Chris Marks to take it. They varied up their goal kicks quite a bit against Appy last week. And they varied it up again here. Just a little short pass for Perchevsky. He drops it outside, plays it long, looking for Eunice. Eunice gets a little flick on there in the general direction of Akubu, but he can't quite get it. His compatriot, Kamada, Famoto Kamada, has picked it up, and St George, they've almost given it away already. And in fact, they have given it away already. It's Hugh Akubu. Ball is played around at the back. Do it quickly, says Perkovic. He wanted them to do that a little bit more quickly. Well, they've been caught in possession now. Cox, the goalkeeper, is very far off his line. Oh, looked like a good recovery there initially from Cornwall. It was 8 on 8 there. But Dom Cox, he was caught from behind. And Dominic Cox there, just for a moment. The goalkeeper was very far off his line. He had caught Spirit in possession. And with that wind behind him, there was a chance for an early shot. And it was in the middle of the centre circle, but there was space for a shot, but he was caught. And he's got the ball, but he's lost it again. Now, Contestabo thought about a shot there just for a moment, but takes it inside, outside. Can't quite get past Igadoy. Contestabo, he thought about a shot there for a minute. He saw Jack Kenny off his line and with the sun in his eyes. But that's lovely patient play there from SJ1 Vaika. He finds Kenny. And Kenny finds Igadoy. Igadoy has to just accelerate a little bit just to find that. He plays it over the top. But good sweeping by Chris Marquez. He gets there and he slices it just a fraction. Out of play, the pressure was coming from Lewis Curry. And it's going to be a throw in now to Curry. Marquez has made his way back. Into his goal. And now, chance for St George. Well, there's a caught a hand there. Looked like it caught a hand just for a moment at the edge of the box, but Eric Saab is unmoved. And now Spirit can break. It's Lukovic. Got a little bit of space in front of him. But looks to check back inside. Checks back inside, but only into a tackle. Takumi Fuka. And Lukovic has got it. Plays it forward for Takumi Fuka. And Akubu, a little bit of head tennis here. Aluwali in there well. Oh, left really well. Lovely little bit of play there from Dakota Askew. Shaped for the ball, but let it run out of play. And he has the throw in there. So a little bit of instability there. No one really able to get their foot in the ball, but a little bit of quality from Dakota Askew. Lets the ball run out. And it'll be a throw in. And he finds Cox. Cox in turn finds Askew. Now, played forward. Askew again. Looking for Agrolos. Looking for Cox. No, checks back inside. Finds his captain. He looks to bring it forward. Brings it forward himself. A little bit of a size mismatch there. It's the strong presence of Mohan Vaika against the slider man, Takumi Fuka. But it's Agrolos. Who has it? He's got Brody Clarkson. Looking for it short. And Curry. Is there a little bit of a push in the back on Curry? Well, no push in the back, but certainly a throw. The throw is going to be given to St George City. And Dakota Askew again will take it again. Brody Clarkson is showing short for him. He's got other options there. Looking for back again. But lost almost immediately. Great closing down from Spirit. Great battle for the ball in there. Lukovic, Cox. And now the captain again. Back in for Cox. Well, it's just evaded Tom Cox there. And now a chance to let the ball roll out. Cleverly rolled out there. Jordan Perez just looking to usher the ball out of play there. He does really well. Uses his size. was Goncalo Aguilas looking to get a little touch in there to try and maybe win a corner or maybe win the ball, but couldn't quite do it. Clever from Perez, uses his body well, and we will have a goal kick again. The wind getting up there just a little bit, just as this goal kick is about to be taken. The wind getting up again, wind going from left to right, as I mentioned, directly into the face of Chris Marks. But, Jack Kenny's got bright sun into his eyes at the other end. Now they take it short again. Brachevsky plays it out really well, finds Conestable. Look at the way they move around to their positions. Conestable out into that far right wing back position, finds Alawalia to Cornwell. Brachevsky is skipped. Take it forward, says David Perkovic. Cornwall does that. Finds Eunice. Eunice, well, gets caught in possession. Eunice. It's Kamada who gets him, who finds Cox. And now Digadoy for Curry. Not much of space for Curry, but he finds Cox on his inside. Little trip there, is there? Yes, indeed. Conestable with the little trip there on Cox. And now it's played forward early. Looking to get to the end of it is McNulty. But excellent defending. Rolling across there is Perchevsky. Just gets ahead onto it. Gets the ball out. And it was the danger man, the number 9, Mark McNulty. Looking to get on the end of it there, but couldn't quite get there. And so we will have a corner from the far left-hand side of the field. Dakota Askew will take it. And he has got the central defensive unit of Monaghan Vaika and Grimaldi up right in the middle of the box. Kaida Godoy is in there as well, as is Brodie Clarkson. Now, here comes the corner, floated in towards the near post, headed away really well. Cox going to get a touch on the end of the box, doesn't quite get it, it falls for Curry. Curry looks to step inside, outside. He's being pressured really well there. Great pressure there from Simon Nicholas. But now the ball is played out to the far side. Great touch. Over there, he swaps sides, says Dakota Askew. He's got across to the far left-hand side. He was down here hugging this touchline just a moment ago. They're going for a little bit of the old total football as well, so George City, by moving around some of their players. Great turn, lovely turn there from Aguilas, but he's caught by Lukovic. Then the ball is kicked away a little bit foolishly by Alawalia. Only 18 minutes gone. You're not highly likely to get a yellow card for that in the 18th minute, but again, good refereeing by Saba, telling everyone that's the one chance anybody is going to get any more of that, and it will be a yellow card, you'd imagine. Now played in low, looking for Curry, making that run, but a little bit too much pepper on that pass. And so another goal kick. As I mentioned, they really varied up their goal kicks last week against Appia. Some were taken short, some were taken long. Some initially short, but if Appia pushed up, they then swapped to long. So really good variety. It looks like it's going to be another short one, is it? Looking at the options, yes. It's a short one for Perchevsky, who then plays it long. So the short-long option over the top for Akubu. Can he get there first? He does get a little flick on the ball, Akubu. But Captain Fantastic Monaghan Vaika was there to cut the ball out really well and finds the outlet that he's found so many times. But again, given away almost immediately. Here's Cornwall driving forward. Cornwall, can he get the touch back? Akubu couldn't quite get there first. Cornwall had made a fantastic run looking for the 1-2. And now the ball played forward, but a little bit too long. Well, awkward bounce there. Awkward bounce there for Chris Marquez. Not sure if you can hear that below, but David Perkovic is apoplectic at his players there for not making more of that chance just before. But Perez now does really well. And he's got a ton of space in front from Perez, charging, looks to find Akubu on the inside, gets a nice little deflection off Brodie Clarkson, who's got the ball back, heading down, trying to win himself a corner or a throw in, and in fact he does really well to win himself a corner. He had absolutely no support, so dropped the head, did well. Excellent chasing back there. It was Tom Cox as well as Brodie Clarkson chasing back, and the tackle was made, and we've got a throw in. 20 minutes gone in this first half. It's the home side, league leader Spirit, leading 1-0. Looking to add to that lead now, and it's Lukovic. Lukovic, beautiful little back heel there from Lukovic to Perez. Perez finds a Fuka. Conestable looking to turn and get a shot away. Conestable just lost the handle on it briefly there, as they say in basketball, and couldn't quite get set to pull the trigger. And now here comes Cox, I should say. Cox gets away from the tackle really well. He's got some space, but he's closed down almost immediately there by Nicholas. Good refereeing. I've said that a few times already. Great refereeing from Eric Saba. There was a little clip of the ankles there, and Dominic Cox played the advantage looked to play it forward, but it was blocked by a Spirit player. Saba brought it back immediately for a free kick. No real advantage having been gained. That's a terrific proactive refereeing there from Eric Saba. Really is one of the best at this level, you have to say. Now turning around is Grimaldi, looking to find a bit of space for himself. Found some space, but then couldn't quite find. Kamada did really well to find the space there, but then couldn't quite find the pass, I should say. And so it's Yunus with the throw. He's got Fuka to aim at. He's got Konastabo. He's got Akubu. Finds Akubu. Lovely touch from Akubu. Back for Konastabo. Alawalia. Yunus. No real options for Yunus, so he plays it all the way back. They're going to start again. Back for Chris Marks, and he's got that back three there in front of him. Finds Afuka with a short pass. Afuka for his compatriot. Cannot quite find him. And the ball is cut out really well. Mamana and Vaika, who in turn finds Askew, who's swapped himself back now onto this near side, where he's been for the majority of the game. Kamada, inside, outside, finds McNulty. His run is blocked. Really good, smart defending there from Cornwall, and then a strong tackle, and then a handball from Al-Wali perhaps. No, not given, and it's play on, and here comes Afuka. But a great tackle back there. Brodie Clarkson sliding in really well. And now, a bit of space. Curry goes past Cornwall really well. Curry now, he's got 4 people up ahead of him. He's played the ball inside for McNulty. Hand goes up for offside. There was never an offside there. McNulty inside, outside. Can he get on the end of the ball? No, a little bit of a tug of the jersey there. Oh, and then a little kick out. A little kick out there right at the end from McNulty. And it is the first yellow card of the day. A little bit of a kick out there from the number 9, Mark McNulty. So that's a yellow card there for McNulty. Definite little kick out there. He's a little bit of frustration. A tug of the jersey for which the free kick was awarded. And then, I'm not sure if there was words exchanged at all, but it's Simon Nicholas who's on the receiving end of a little bit of a kick out from Mark McNulty. And that's our first yellow card of the day. And it goes to Mark McNulty. Still down over there, Simon Nicholas, and quite sensibly, both sets of players coming across at the 23-minute mark. And in fact, I think it's an unofficial drinks break, I think, take it here at the 23-minute mark. Both sides coming across to get a little bit of guidance from the two coaches. Had a great chat to both coaches during the week, Manny Spanadakis and David Perkovic. Real mutual appreciation society from the two of them. They are in fact both doing their pro license together on the same grouping, and they both spoke very highly about each other. They manage their teams in a similarish way. They both have similar jobs, in fact. They both work in the sales profession, as do I. And both of them have a similar approach to the game. They want the ball to be played early, played to feet. They like attacking football. They've got no interest in playing for draws, regardless of the conditions. They've got no interest in settling for draws, regardless of the conditions. They want to play nice, open football. And it seems, in fact, like the two coaches, not just mutual respect and admiration, but they might, in fact, actually be friends off the field, which is terrific to see. Two of the fantastic coaches in this NPL, Manny Spanadakis and David Perkovic. They both perhaps need to get the swear jar out, I would suggest, because they've been giving their team some instructions in no uncertain terms about how they would like them to be playing the game so far. But he sat back down, Perkovic, just below us here. Little glance at the watch. And our unofficial drinks break looks like it's going to draw to a close. Referee Eric Saba said, let's get things going again, and we'll have a free kick from Chris Marquez, as we mentioned, playing from right to left, the league leaders. And, well, if you keep winning, you keep staying on top of the league. They've got a 2-point buffer from two sides sitting below them with on 7 points. But keep winning, you keep maintaining that buffer. And now here is the goal kick. It's a terrific goal kick. Won well by Akubu. He really has a great spring in his step. He is, in old money, I would say, 3 or 4 inches shorter than the central defender, Coyote Godoy, that he was jumping up against there. But it was Yakubu who won it in the air. And Spirit have maintained possession really well now. It's Alawalia who finds Percheski. Shorter passes they're being encouraged to make. Oh, that's a lovely little dink from Akubu. Finds Konastabo. Konastabo running back into space again, but he's covered well by De Godoy. Lovely little first time ball from Yunus, looking to get Konastabo away into space on that right hand side. I know. De Godoy with no rugby league starts this weekend, but that is a rugby league style up and under, and McNulty is looking to get on the end of it, but no, it's Marks who gets there first. And that is, I know we're at the Arctic Circle here, but at different times of the year there would have been snow on that one, But not quite snowy Arctic Circle conditions here today. But now, not sure if that was deliberate, but it has found Uakubu, and he's got Dominic Cox there. A little tug of the jersey. Yes, little tug of the jersey has been seen. It was on the blind side of the referee, but he's seen it. And Dominic Cox has given away the free kick, which Simon Nicholas, directly in front of us, is setting up to take. He's got Berchevsky and he's got Cornwall looking for it short. Berchevsky gets it and gives it straight back, closed down immediately. But, no, finds Perez. Can Perez keep it in? Oh, a little push in the back there perhaps, is it? No, push in the back there. Oh, and he has collided with the... Jordan Perez has collided with the fence here on the side, and he looks like he's in a little bit of discomfort here. It looks like it was a knee. Jordan Perez is in a lot of discomfort here down below us. There certainly was a push in the back from Dakota Askew. A little glance between Saba and Askew there. Askew sort of almost apologetically shrugging his shoulders, and Saba having a look at him. But Perez is staying down. I've got the physio there tending to him. Askew standing over him. I think that was an apologetic kick of the shoulder. Only in football would a kick in the shoulder be deemed an apology, but I think that's what it was, just below us. Dakota Askew. So many of these players, of course, know each other. They have played with each other. They would have played against each other for years. A lot of them have been in academies together before they played at this level. So many of these players will know each other really well over the years. And a little bit of a knowing kick of the shoulder there, perhaps, from Dakota Askew. Apologetic kick of the shoulder. But he's still down. Still down is Jordan Perez. He's asking the referee why there wasn't, or at the very least, a free kick, if not a card of some description. But it did look like there was a little bit of a late push as the ball was going out of play. And Perez looks perhaps not fully recovered, but mostly recovered. No blood there that we can see from our vantage point, but he's certainly a little bit shaken up, and he's wandering off, stepping off the field. And again, a pat on the bum. So a kick on the shoulder and a pat on the bum by way of apology. But, still shaking his head a little bit, looking a little bit dazed, in fact. Perhaps it's his hip, in fact, now looking at it, that might have collided with the fence. He's injured his finger as well. Really, he's in the wars there, Jordan Perez. It's the hip, it's the shoulder, it's the fingers. 3 or 4 different injuries. But now, back to live action, and it's going to be a free kick. Backing in there a little bit from Uakubu. And the referee's going to have a little word with them here. Perhaps a little bit more than just backing in. And not for the first time appears to be the suggestion. Uakubu with the amateur dramatics showing the referee what it was that he did. Just had my arms out to the side, ref. But that's the way he plays. He's backs in a little bit, just trying to get that little 1%, 2% advantage. Now, played over the top. It's Kamada. Kamada here at the edge of the box with the left foot. Kamada plays it in low. Swept away really well there by Berchevsky. David Perkovic felt his team had drifted off to sleep a little bit there. But caught with a ball over the top. But St George City not able to make anything of it. And we will have a corner. And it is Dakota Askew in the number 23 jersey, who is going to take that with his right foot. And in swinger, you'd imagine the wind has dropped just a moment, just as the corner is about to be taken. It's always the way the wind drops. Now, 2 more arms up in the air. And he flips it in, right onto the edge of the 6-yard box. Ticketoy went down in the middle of the box there, right on the 6-yard line. Nobody has touched the ball, and the referee has awarded a corner kick. It's a controversial decision there. All the players seem to be moving back into position for it to be a goal kick. That's sometimes a hint for our match referees. But no, he felt that there was a touch off a yellow jersey. And we will have a corner now from the other side, which is taken short. And the ball is returned to Corey. Corey blocked well in the air by Alawalia, but Cox is getting on the end of it here. Gets there first, Cox, and now the danger is averted. And so the controversial corner comes to North. And well, it's a little slip there, and it's a shot from the halfway line. It's going to trickle towards the goal. Oh, just away and wide. Well, an almost comedic moment there as Jack Kenny comes out, mishits his clearance. A first-time shot from Uakubu from inside the centre circle. The ball travelling in virtual slow motion towards Jack Kenny's goal. silence from everyone. We've got some juniors here down on our right-hand side who were all screaming and shouting, thinking the ball was going to trickle in from virtually the halfway. And it sails, it trickles away and wide. And Jack Kenny very much gets out of jail there. Very, very lucky. A mishit clearance from Kenny. He came forward looking to play the ball on the half volley for some reason. Now Akubu with the ball just on the edge of the box. George City have got it and they play it long and into space, and it's McNulty. Got a little bit of space for the first time, McNulty. Space in front of him, 3 players now charging forward into the box. McNulty looks to play it in, plays it across, but straight into the arms of Chris Marquez. Just after 30 minutes gone now, 31 minutes gone, and almost, I don't know if a goal like that is a contender for goal of the season. A contender for a crazy goal of the season, certainly, from almost halfway. But now here he is again. Akubu looking for his 5th goal of the season, that would have been, in just 4 games. That would have been one of the more unusual ones. But we stay at 1-0 to the Spirit. And here is Kaya Dugadoy. He's got Curry coming short for him. Curry gets the ball. Little turn inside. Inside, outside, does really well. Curry looks to spread the play over to this near side. And he finds Askew. Askew plays it forward with his left foot. Finds Agrilos. Agrilos, a little chip over the top. But closed down really quickly. Spirit play it forward. Ball looks like it's going to trickle out of play, and it does. And it's Monaghan Vaika who is going to take this. And it is a terrific long throw. Headed back by Nicholas. Picked up by Cox. And played forward. Now he's got a little bit of space here. Curry, with his left foot, looks to find Kamada. Spreads the ball out to the far side. It's Kamada versus Eunice on that far side. Kamada steps inside, steps outside. Finds Cox. No flag. He's onside. A little bit of a pull of the jersey there. Well, was that inside the box? Was that inside the box? Kamada certainly thought it was. There was a tug of the jersey there on Famoto Kamada. He must have only been millimetres outside the box. And so it will be a direct free kick right at the apex, I think you call it, of the box just over there on the far side. And coming across to take it is Dakota Askew in the number 23 jersey. No wall formed just yet by the Spirit. Now 2-man, is it going to be a 3-man wall here? It's Lukovic, it's Alawalia, and it's Conestabo almost in the wall, but not quite. Chris Marquez, he seems happy with 2 in the wall. And there's 2 over there to take it. Dakota Askew, standing over the ball, looking to hit this with his right foot. Pausing, waiting now. Askew takes it, drives it over the bar, and away for a goal kick. No danger there. Chris Marks not troubled. And so they will build again from the back. They've got their back 3 all directly beside the goalkeeper, looking to take a little touch. We got Perez, Jordan Perez here in the near side, hugging the touchline. And now Percheski finds Cornwell. Cornwell forward again. Finds Akubu. Can he get a touch inside? Almost does, but Kamada picks it up. And Askew is the furthest player back. Askew, he's got the goalkeeper there. Yep. Plays it back. He's been right in the action here. Jack Kenny picking up an injury from a save. Almost conceding a goal from the halfway line. Always an option there at the back. Been an eventful 34, 35 minutes for him. But just the 1 goal conceded. Now, Marks picks it up and pauses. Takes a couple of steps back. Just surveys what's in front of him. Puts the ball down and has got 4 Spirit players forward. Akubu looking to spring again, but Dugadoy wins it really well in the air and finds Curry. Curry, can he get into a little bit of space there? Curry looks to evade Alawalia. Does well. Well, no, he actually gets a touch at the end of Curry. Curry did not believe that last touch came off him, thought the ball was already out, but Eric Saba on the scene with a distinctive blow of the whistle in no uncertain terms, awarding that throw in out on that far side. And it's Anthony Eunice who is going to take it. Eunice, suggestion of a foul throw there from Eunice, but picked up by Captain Fantastic, driving forward. Plays the ball out now. Agrilos. Chance for a shot here from Agrilos. We step inside. Steps really well. He's all left foot, Agrilos. Looking to step, turn inside. Curry gets back again now. Finds Kamada in a ton of space out on that far side. Kamada floats in the cross to the back post. And it's a terrific strike from a power point of view from Dakota Askew, but he couldn't keep it down. Found more space than David Perkovic would like in that box. Absolute ton of space there, Dakota Askew, and he caught the ball. It has flown almost as far as the Macquarie Centre from our position here. It went right over the top of the net, right over the top of the stand. Looked like it cleared the car park as well and out towards the trees on the far side. And that is the first real shot in anger, not on target, but the first real shot in anger from St George City. Now, he's won it again in the air. His ability in the air is absolutely terrific. Is Kubu. But Cornwell, he's got it. He's going to play it short. Finds Eunice, back for Cornwell. Looking to find Conestable, can't quite get it to him. And so, to Godoy. Drops it for Grimaldi. Grimaldi. Back for Kenny. He's got his confidence back with ball at feet, Kenny, and he plays a really long ball forward. Is it going to sail all the way? It does. Sails all the way. We mentioned that wind. There it is again. The ball just caught by the wind. And it sails forward to Chris Marks, who was closed down by McNulty. And so he bowls it out to the right side. Cornwell. A little bit of a check there, and the ball has fallen for McNulty. McNulty is straight forward. Little miscontrol, McNulty. Aguilas with the left foot. Oh, a powder puff shot from Aguilas with the left foot there. The ball fell to him in an absolute acre of space. Somehow Spirit player had not picked him up. There was no flag. Glancing across here, no flag. And that was a glorious chance for Goncalo Aguilas. Fell onto his left foot as well, and he was not able to make much of it. And so we stay at 1-0, and that's a lovely little chest control there from Akubu. Finds Afuka. Perez. Again with the ball. Got space in front from Perez to move into. He's got Akubu moving into space. He's got Takumi Afuka inside. Finds Afuka inside. A bit of a foul there, no. Akubu. Afuka. Looking to find Conestable. Can't quite find him. Conestable, a little tug of the jersey there, is it? No. Curry maintains possession. And now Kamada into space. He's got a lot of space in front of him. Kamada, but terrific chasing back there from Curry. From Eunice, I beg your pardon, from Eunice. And now we've got space here. It's a 3-on-2. Conestable. He's got Akubu. He's got Conestable back inside. He's got Takumi Afuka. Takes a touch. Can't quite hold it up. Lukovic shaping for the shot to Afuka. No, they can't quite make it. They had a 3-on-2 there just for a moment. But the chasing pack from St George City came back really well and closed those yellow jerseys down. And so they'll build again with Nicholas for Cornwell. For Eunice. Doesn't have much to aim at short, Eunice. So plays it back inside for Perchevsky. Now he does have option short. Akubu, lovely little dink there for Conestable. But he in turn is closed down. And they build again with these lovely little triangles. Cornwell nearly miscontrols it, but recovers really well. Grant Cornwell finds Conestable. Is there a foul there? There is indeed. A little bit of a challenge in the back from Brodie Clarkson. And so we will have a free kick. Just inside their own half. The Spirit, they've got Akubu forward. They've got Takumi Afuka forward. Perez here on this left-hand side. Conestable on the right. 3 up, and Takumi Afuka playing as that sort of holding 10, just behind a back 3. Again, this formation changes that they make so dynamic from Spirit. It's now 3 back, 3 in the middle, 3 up, and then 1 in the hole. Alawali now dropping up into that hole as well, looking to get this second ball if it falls. Great touch from Akubu. Conestable. Takumi Afuka. Conestable looking to make space. Inside, outside. Conestable. Can he get a cross in? Looking to get that cross in at the back post, but it's blocked really well. And Kamada battling with Conestable, and he does really well, Conestable. Quick throw finds Lukovic. Back for Eunice. Can't quite get it, and now Cox breaks away with Curry in support. Curry, who got the last touch. All the arms go up in the air. Last touch off a red jersey, says Eric Saba. And so we will have a throw in. On the far right hand side, Eunice. He's got Alawalia short. He's got Cornwall short. He's got Conestable in front of him. And Akubu long. Akubu comes in short. Oh, lets it run beautifully there. Not quite on the same page though was Lukovic. And so St George looking to get their foot in the ball. They do with Cox. Played forward. Oh, an awkward bounce there just at the last moment for Jamie Perchevsky. Mark McNulty looking to sneak in behind him, but couldn't quite get there. And so this throw-in will be taken by Dakota Askew. He's got Cox short. He's got Agrilos. He's got Clarkson. He finds Curry, who spreads it out to the far side to Kamada. Kamada looking to go outside. A little bit of a stumble there from the defender. Flicked up and headed away, but a little bit of a stumble outside on that left-hand side from Anthony Eunice. Afford a little bit of space for Famoto Kamada. But Jamie Perchevsky was there, and he's headed the ball away really well. And another corner now on that far side. And it is Dakota Askew who's going to head across and take this. Just over 40 minutes gone, so about 5 minutes to go. We will have a little bit of injury time. We had a couple of injuries, 2 or 3 injuries, one of which became an impromptu water break. So we should have 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes of injury time. Now the corner's floated in, left by the defender, punched out Cox with the volley over the bar. That was the best chance of the half so far for the team in red. It fell beautifully on the edge of the box for Dom Cox. Nobody really closing him down. He had the freedom of Christie Park and a chance to let the ball drop onto his right foot, but couldn't quite get his head over it, got under it just a fraction, and it sails over Chris Marks' crossbar, and we stay at 1-0 to the Spirit. They've been the better side, the Spirit, you've got to say, but a couple of chances now in these last 5 or so minutes could have brought St George City right back into it, and there is that wind again. The ball has dropped down, and a terrific take from Mujtaba Ibrahimi, our 4th official there. Perhaps a goalkeeper in his spare time. And the throw will be taken by Askew. And away it goes. Headed away really well by Lukovic there. And now it's Askew again, looking for the ball. One of the Spirit juniors gets the ball back to him. And he takes it short for Agralos. Whoa, there really was a strong challenge, a heavy challenge in the back there. Looking for a card there was Agralos. Perhaps a little bit of revenge there from Jordan Perez, still feeling aggrieved from that heavy tackle that he faced earlier on. Looking to get a little bit of justice. But, there is no justice in this game, and there's going to be a free kick from Agralos, who has definitely stolen a couple of metres here. David Perkovic, letting the referee know that he's not super happy about those extra metres being gained. Agralos, that's a chance to shoot here. Agralos plays it in. Well, there was a chance to shoot there from Agralos. There was a big gap just inside the right-hand post as we're looking at it, but not quite a shot, not quite a cross from Agralos. Ended up just sailing into Chris Marks' hands quite comfortably now. Turn there inside. Dom Cox has caught Eunice. Several little niggly fouls there from both sides, but just the 1 yellow card so far from Mark McNulty for that little kick out at the 23-minute mark, which turned into our impromptu water break. David Perkovic with a little bit of humour there, suggesting that the free kick be carried forward an extra 5 metres, that has somehow been allowed by our match referee Eric Salby in all occasions. Not sure that's quite the case, but Marquez now drives it forward to the edge of the box. Akubu in the air for the umpteenth time. He has won the ball in the air against a taller man. It was Nathan Grimaldi that he beat that time, who is, as I said, in old money, a good 2 or 3 inches taller than him, but he won it really well. And we will have a throw-in on the near side here. Difficult for our cameraman to get this on camera, but he's done really well to adjust himself. And hopefully you're able to see the throw-in that is taken quickly. Almost a foul throw there, but a little turn, looking to try with a corner here, I would suggest. And no, can't quite do it, but the ball falls to Aluwalia. Aluwalia, some lovely little feet, dancing feet, inside, outside. Finds Takumi Afuka, but he is stopped almost immediately by the strong figure of the captain, Moen Vika. The ball is won though now by Yakubu. Yakubu playing it inside for Takumi Afuka. Afuka with a chance with his left foot. Digs it up to the back post. Keeper gets a touch and headed away well there by Grimaldi. The ball was just hovering in the air for a moment, but Nathan Grimaldi got there really well and flicked it away. It was Kenny with the touch, just taking it away from the loitering yellow jerseys. Now there's a ton of space here for Aluwalia, right in the middle of midfield with Perez. They almost collide with each other, Perez. But he's got space now with Aluwalia outside him. Finds Aluwalia with his right foot. Afuka is there. Back inside for Lukovic, who finds Nicholas. As we approach the 45-minute mark now, Pachevsky plays it out to Cornwell. Cornwell into space for Conestabo. Touches it back inside. Does really well, Conestabo. Finds Akubu. Back outside for Conestabo. Dinked in by Conestabo, but too close to the keeper there. Jack Kenny gets onto it really quickly. And our 4th official now is going to tell us how much extra time we have. It'll be a few minutes, you'd imagine. Let's have a look now. 3 minutes. We will have 3 minutes of additional time in this first half. 3 minutes. And terrific 4th officialing there. Turned around and just flicked up 3 fingers just to make sure we were aware up here in the commentary booth. So we've called his name more times than you would ever call a 4th official today. Mujtaba Ibrahimi. If you're watching this back, much appreciated. Now, play forward. Askew, can Askew get the end of it? No, 2 yellow jerseys converge, and it's Simon Nicholas who gets there and clears it away, just evading the head of our ball boy, who gets a little apology there from Simon Nicholas. And so, as we come into the 46th minute, the end of the 46th minute, it's Dom Cox looking to get the ball, and he's won it back, Cox. Little flick back inside, he's won it a third time, Cox looking to find Agralos. And Nicholas, well, a bit of an awkward bounce there for Simon Nicholas, has to just usher the ball away. And Rory McFarlane tells us that it is going to be a throw-in, which Dakota Askew will take. He's got Eunice coming short. Looks to find him, can't quite find him. It's Alawalia, and be well advised to get the ball away quickly there. Alawalia up in the air again from Conastabu. Akubu pressuring Dikadoy. Dikadoy wins it well. Offside there, and the ball was headed up well into the air, but those St George City players not retreating quickly enough. As a manager, you've got to be a little bit frustrated by that. The ball was in the air for a good 1 or 2 seconds. You've got to get yourself back on side. 2 or 3 red players did not do that. And the flag went up quickly, and we will have a free kick, which Chris Marks will take. Now we've got 2 or 3 yellow jerseys just on the edge of the box here. It's the Japanese strike partnership of Akubu and Afuka. And Akubu again is going to jump for that, and he wins it. Absolutely wins it again, brilliantly in the air, trying to find Conastabu. Now, ball has fallen for Perez. Perez going to go around the outside. Perez and Askew again off for the first time. Another little push in the back. Another little push in the back there from Askew, and Perez. Oh, he's coming after him. He's coming after him here. We're going to have a little incident right on half time. Now, that is the second time that Askew has pushed Perez, and he has collided with the fence there. Words being exchanged between the two. No pats on the bum and apologetic kicks on the shoulder this time. We will watch for that one in the second half. But Jordi Perez, I got to say, he had certainly a case to at least have a few words. He nearly took it past a few words, which would have been foolish as we approach half time. But let's watch out for that in the second half. He's looking up now, Perez, looking to see where Askew is positioned. And I might watch these two as they walk off for half time to see if there are any further words exchanged. But there was a very definite push in the back there. It's quite tight here in some corners of the ground. And well, there it is, right on the 3 minutes. The half-time whistle goes from our referee, Eric Saab, and very sensibly, as you would expect, David Perkovic comes straight across to Perez, makes sure that he walks straight off the field, tells him to maintain his composure, gives him a little side 5, and off we go. And as we break now for half-time here in the, not quite smoky haze, but a little bit of smoke on the heat at the poorly named Arctic Circle, it is NWS Spirit 1, St George City 0. David Feeney here, and we will take a break. Now we are just about ready for the second half here at Christie Park, and before we kick off, I'm just going to give a little shout out to Fletcher. He's here with me today. He's an aspiring young commentator and he wanted to come and see what it's all about, so he's going to give me some help with some of my substitutions, and he's got his team sheet and everything here beside me, and he is practicing to be a commentator of the future. So thanks for joining me here today, buddy. Really appreciate it. Now we are away for the second half, and it is the Spirit now playing from left to right. The sun has dropped a little bit and the temperature has dropped here also. Not quite Arctic Circle conditions just yet, but it's cooled down certainly a little bit, and that smoke really seems to have cleared also. So better conditions for football in the second half. Now Takumi Afuka beats one, beats two. Just holding the ball up on the edge of the box really nicely. Checks back inside. Now turns it back outside really well for Conestabo, who drops it back for Eunice. He's got Cornwell inside him. Cornwell, look shape for a shot there for a moment, but thinks better of it, finds Conestabo. Right foot across, comes in low, well headed away well. Lukovic gets the touch but can't quite get enough on it. And now it's out for McNulty. A really, really clear tug of the jersey there from Simon Nicholas. And the first decision of the second half for our referee Eric Saba to make. We got Eric Saba, and he's being supported by Rory McFarlane and Glenn Stubbings today. Ball is played out to the far right hand side. It is taken up really well out there. Well, stepping inside, stepping outside. Cross comes in, flicking back McNulty. No, cleared away well. Well, a dangerous opening here. Dangerous opening here. It's Dakota Askew who is now out on that far right hand side. Played the ball in low, looking to find McNulty. Couldn't quite find him, but it's played away well by the Spirit. Intensity, intensity. Both coaches saying exactly the same thing here, would you believe? Just down below us. Intensity, intensity, they're both saying. Now Curry, can he get a little back heel there? Well, he had support just outside him. Curry steps inside, steps outside. Overhead kick. Well, an absolutely terrific bit of athleticism there from SJ Monaghan Vaika. An overhead kick. He didn't quite catch it, but enough to get a reaction from the Spirit defence. And they have blocked the ball away and out for a corner. Strong start here to the second half by St George City. They are still trailing 1-0 to NWS Spirit, or Spirit FC, as they seem to be interchangeably referred to by our match announcer here. Now, corner. Floated in towards the penalty spot, and it's won well by Godoy. Looked like a handball there also by Godoy. Deflected back up in the air from Cox, and into the hands of Chris Marquez. Little push in the back from McNulty on Marquez there. They put him off, but play on, says the referee. Now, Clarkson for De Godoy. He's got Kamada outside him. But inside him he's got Grimaldi. And then in turn finds Wanavaika. Ball played over the top, McNulty. Can he check inside? Can't quite get it. Marquez comes out well, heads it well. Cox looking to win it. Keeper still off his line. Curry's got the ball here. Driving straight through Curry. Great tackle, a chance to shoot. Well, the ball is falling for Kamada. Inside, outside Kamada. Blocked by Cornwell and away. Well, 2 or 3 glorious chances there for St George City. It looked like Curry was going to pull the trigger when he was left in some space on the edge of the box. Thought better of it. Looked outside him. Found Famoto Kamada. He couldn't quite find the mark. And the result of all of that activity is a throw-in on the left-hand side. Coyote Godoy to take it. And he throws it in right into the middle of the box. They sent it away well by Alawalia. And cleared away well then by Takumi Afuka. And it's Yua Kubu. Well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other there. Both players dragging each other's jerseys, and play on quite sensibly, says our referee. Now Clarkson spreads it across to Kamada. Kamada picks it up really well. Crosses it in, Kamada. Cleared away well, though, right in the middle. Is it going to go out for a corner kick? Not quite. Takes an awkward bounce for Eunice. And Eunice, not the first up and under of the day. Afuka, beautiful. Oh, a definite pull of the jersey there. Now, we've been saying it all match. You really got a great glimpse of it directly in front of us there. Yu Akubu. The timing of his jumps are absolutely fantastic, regardless of the size or strength of his opponent or how high or otherwise the ball was coming from. He seems to be able to win it in the air regardless. Now, you may or may not have been able to hear that, but a little bit of disagreement amongst the Spirit players there about the way in which they were supposed to play it. Lukovic on the receiving end of a little bit of treatment from his defenders, but he wasn't sticking to the game plan there. But it's come to naught, and the Spirit have the ball back, and they will build again from the back. Alawalia leaves it short, does he? McNulty nearly picks it up, but Percevic gets there really well. Alawali again down the side. But the ball is cut out by Don Cox. Back you go, says Eric Saba. Stolen a few too many metres there. And it will be Perez on that far side. He's got a little bit of a bandage now on his knee, Perez. He's very much in the wars in that first half, a couple of incidents with his nemesis, well, who became his nemesis, Dakota Askew. It was Askew Perez 1 was down just below us on the left-hand side. Seemingly a late push into the fence just in front of the benches. Askew Perez 2 was down at the end line. Will we have Askew Perez 3 at some stage in the second half? Now to Godoy. Plays it out. Finds Kamada. Kamada with the cross into the middle of the box, which is picked up pretty comfortably by Marquez. And the wind is getting up again just a little bit. As we mentioned earlier, the wind is coming from left to right. It's really gotten up there now, actually, in the last moment or two. Let's see if this assists the Chris Marquez kick. And indeed it does. The ball flies forward. It's headed down well by Grimaldi. 2 Cox. But picked up by Lukovic. Alawalia spreads it out to the man, that man we were mentioning who's been in the wars today. For our television audience, you got to hope there is a Perez Askew 3, but I'm sure from the manager's point of view, neither of them want that to happen. But let's see what pans out. Alawalia. Lukovic. Yunus is in an absolute ton of space over here on this near side, and that's a great ball over from Lukovic and a great cross from Yunus inside. Conestabo gets through 1, gets through 2. Conestabo! Beautiful piece of play from Michael Conestabo. Left foot touch, right foot touch. Beat the 2 would-be defenders, unleashed with his right foot, and that would have been an absolute screamer. It just flew over the top of the crossbar with Jack Kenny looking on helplessly. Now back at the other end. Good intervention there, but the ball only goes as far as Khoury. And Khoury is looking to find Agrolos, but can't quite find him. And Spirit will build again from the back. Takumi Fuka, great turn inside. Space in front of him to run into. Got a Kubu there. Little touch from Akubu. Wins it again in the air. Akubu again. And he's got Conestabo making a run. Oh, look at the ball inside there. Yakubu gets it again. And it's Cox there, but Cox just does enough. Lukovic wins it back really well. Beats Khoury to the punch there. Lukovic himself is caught in possession. And now it's Brody Clarkson driving forward with support outside him. It's Agrolos. Agrolos driving forward. He's got McNulty just on the edge of the box if he can find him. Agrolos looking to go straight. Holding the ball up now. Agrolos going to get the cross in. The cross is blocked. Does it take a deflection back off him? It does indeed. Excellent defending again from the Spirit. And we will have another goal kick. We're going to come back to that Michael Conestabo piece of skill. He was found beautifully. 2 would-be defenders, both midfielders, came towards him. A little drop of the shoulder, left foot, right foot touch, through the gap, accelerated past both of them. Defenders then, the actual defenders then backed off, and he unleashed with a right-footed shot that looked destined for the top corner, top bins, almost, but not quite. And we stay at Spirit 1, St George City 0. Marks with a searching kick. Yunus in the air. A little push in the back there on Yunus by Kamada. Not called. And Godoy will take the throw in here. Box them in. Shouts Perkovic as he looks to keep them trapped in here. Now McNulty looking to flick the ball just into the space there for Kamada. And now it is Manny Spanidakis' turn to give his players a little bit of direction on what they should be doing. Stick to the game plan, essentially, was the message there. Cox and Lukovic clashing. Kamada into space. But he only finds Perchevsky, who's got a Fuka. Perchevsky got a bit of space in front of him here. Perchevsky runs forward. Franz Beckenbauer style there, charging forward Perchevsky. But now the ball is out. Perez. Afuka. Back for Alawalia. Back for Afuka. Perez again. Lovely little bit of skill there to play it over the top. Takumi Fuka looking to get in the end of it, but Grimaldi is there well and clears it away. And now into space. Khoury. Looks like he's struggling there, Khoury. I had a conversation with Manny Spanidakis during the week, and he did say that Lewis Khoury was struggling with an injury and was going to be a almost game time decision. Now, Takumi Fuka charging through. He's got Conestabo inside him. He finds Conestabo. Chance for a shot from Conestabo! Michael Conestabo makes it 2-0 to the Spirit with a beautiful low-driven right foot shot Just moments ago, he had the chance to make it 2-0, and he just got a fraction under it. No mistake made there that time. Into space, Takumi Afuka with the assist. Conestabo drove it low and hard into the middle of the goal. 54 minutes gone in the second half, and it is the Spirit 2, St George City 0. It's been a terrific open second half here. But, you've got to think that Manny Spanadakis is going to go to his bench here, and indeed he is. He's speaking to one of his assistants. Well, he's got both his assistants there. They've called all the subs in, and in fact one of Manny Spanadakis' assistants is in fact his son, who was there beside him. And I think it is going to be substitution time. Shin pads going in, directions being given, iPad out, and you would imagine there's going to be at least 2, it looks like, substitutions coming up from this St George City side. Now Kamada over the top. Can he get on the end of it? Kamada. He cannot, because the experienced Grant Cornwell gets there really, really well and clears it away. But looking now at the number 33, Lewis Coury, he really does look to be holding an injury. He's looking across to the sideline. In fact, I think he perhaps might be aware that his time in this match is almost up, it would appear. But we will see what Manny Spanadakis does. 2 subs warming up, but before that, we're going to have a corner on this near side. St George City looking to get themselves back into this game, and the corner is floated into the near post, but it's headed away really well. And now Takumi Afuka, if he can get to this, he's got lots of space in front of him. He's got Kamada for company, inside outside. Kamada does really well to hold him up, and it's Eunice. And Eunice is spreading the ball across to the far side, and it's Perez in an absolute acre of space. Perez v Askew. Will this be Perez v Askew 3? Let's see. Perez. Still Perez steps inside. Still has the ball, Perez. Does really well. Still has the ball, Perez. But can't quite get there. Jack Kenny comes out. That would have been some measure of revenge for Perez. A lovely little 1-2. Kept his run going. Got the ball back. But perhaps that left knee causing him a little bit of distress. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Now this game has opened right up. Brodie Clarkson's got the ball right in the middle of the midfield. Coury is there with him. Turning, Coury looking for Kamada to come short. Didn't quite come short, so he finds Godoy. Now Coury into space again. He's got the ball here at the edge of the box, and he does have Kamada now coming outside him. Kamada cutting inside. Brilliant tackle. A brilliantly timed tackle there from Anthony Eunice. Did really well. Any error of timing of any description there, and that would have been a penalty. But it's going to be a corner kick. Now it is going to be 19 and 10 coming on here below us, we can see. It's going to be Jesse Foti and Paolo Mitri who are coming on. But not before this corner kick is taken. Corner floated it again to the near post. Flicked away well by Cornwell and flicked out. Oh, and a little injury there, is it? No, Grimaldi has recovered quickly. And it's going to be a corner. Now, going across, Kamada will take this corner on the far side. Kamada, he's got Aguilas coming short. Doesn't need him because it's the near post. Headed away really well. Now Afuka. Afuka is in a ton of space. He doesn't have much support. But here is Yu Akubu charging up the middle of the field. That has got to be a yellow card. And indeed it is. It's a yellow card there for the number 23, Dakota Askew. Probably a sensible yellow there. A very, very deliberate foul to stop the progress. And now, just confirming, it is going to be Paolo Mitri who is coming on. And yes, it is Coury who is coming off. He definitely looked like he was carrying an injury there, Coury, and he is making way. And also over on that far side, it looks like it's Agralos who was also making way on that far side. Goncalo Agralos also making way. So it is Paolo Mitri in the number 10 jersey and Jesse Foti in the number 19 jersey who will come on to the field as they ring the changes here, looking to get back into this game. Now Cornwell gets it forward, only finds Cox. Ball is spread out to that far side on the newly booked player out on that far side, and Straight into the action. It's one of our substitutes who drives the ball in really well. It's Jesse Fody who drives the ball in really well. Now Askew shaping for a right foot shot. Holds it up. Now finds Fody again. Fody cutting inside. And he finds Mitchell. The two substitutes combining really well there. Cox finds De Godoy. Straight into the action, the two substitutes. And again, here's Mitri. Mitri, beautiful ball now. Ball's going to be crossed in low, is it? Held up, crossed in, flicked away. Well, he was in a ton of space there. Was Kamada. He's really bombarding the right-hand side of the defensive spirit there now with these runs. But didn't really come to anything there in the end. It was a dangerous run again. Found really well by Paolo Mitri. Now David Perkovic thinking about making some changes as well down here below us, but give me 5 minutes, he just said, so perhaps some changes coming as we have reached the hour mark here. And it is, you've got to say, somewhat deservedly, Spirit 2, St George 0, but since that second goal has come in, it has been all St George City, really pressing forward, looking to get back into this game. But Uakubu has got something to say about that, and he's played the ball past Grimaldi. Grimaldi did not appear to have gotten a touch there, but Eric Saba suggests that he did and says play on. Now there's a Spirit player down here, and so there's space in the middle here. Well, a Spirit player has gone down here. It is Anthony Eunice who has gone down here, and no one had really noticed that, but David Perkovic had. He looked to stop the play, but he wasn't able to, and Eunice, I think now, looks like he's going to have to come off. And it's Chidiac who's going to come on in the 17 jersey, Jacob Chidiac. Now the corner is going to be taken. We've got a player down receiving treatment on the field. It would be rather irregular for the game to continue with the player receiving treatment, but Eric Saba for a moment appeared to be indicating that the corner could be taken, but no, he has glanced across here and thought better of it. And so we will pause for a moment. It is Jacob Chidiac here in the 17 jersey who is getting ready to make his way onto the field. You would imagine that it is Anthony Eunice who is going to make way, and indeed he is. So Chidiac on, Eunice off. Both famous names in the women's game as well, Chidiac and Eunice. But here comes the corner, and it's a little bit too far. A little bit too far, but yeah, as I mentioned those names, Chidiac and Eunice, you will hear those names in the women's game also. But not today, it is the male versions. And so Chidiac, yes, is going to slot into that right wing back position. That Eunice was in. Now, as always, when these changes start to happen, see which team settles into the changes first. It was St George City that seemed to do best with those changes. Foti and Mitri combining really, really well. But, Spirit have countered with some changes of their own. Let's see if that stabilises things just a little bit. Pass not quite finding Michael Conestable into the action straight away as Chidiac. Alawalia looking to get a touch there, but the strong presence of De Godoy has done really well. Now Mitri does well. Oh, a little knock in the back there. Jesse Foti with a little almost elbow in the back almost. Into the back of Simon Nicholas, and free kick sufficient, says our referee. Now, Chris Marks comes forward. It's the ball long for Akubu. Akubu does really well. Takumi Afuka shapes up with the left. Yakubu! Well, the Japanese strike force there combining really well. Akubu up in the air first, just putting off the defender. Takumi Afuka gets the ball, shapes to shoot, and then drops it back inside for his compatriot who unleashes with his left foot, Akubu, and the ball just sails over the bar. Hasn't scored yet. Akubu scored every round so far. In fact, as has Afuka. They've both scored in every round so far, but not today. It's Conestable. And Alawali with the goal so far for the Spirit. Now, smoke descending a little bit on the ground again here as Jesse Foti drives in a low ball and it's across the face of goal. Oh, cleared away brilliantly by Grant Cornwell. He was there, Johnny on the spot, as he always has been so many times over the years for the Spirit side. Not quite clear if the ball was going to trickle in there, but it was certainly right to the middle of the danger zone and cleared away really well by Grant Cornwell. And so it's Kayo de Godoy. You got to think if a goal goes in here, it's only 2-0. The most dangerous scoreline, as they say in the classics. If St George City can manage to get a goal here, they would be right back in this game. But not if that back three of the Spirit have anything to say about it. And they've cleared it away well for Grimaldi. Beautiful dinked pass over to the far right-hand side. Askew drives it in. Headed towards the goal. But Mitri, who did really well there to win the ball in the air. Defence seemed to have disappeared around him. Lovely little dinked header there to find the number 9, Mark McNulty, but couldn't quite find him. But as I said, if they can scrabble a goal here, St George City, and they really have lifted in the second half, we definitely have a game in our hands. It's a little bit too much pepper on that ball forward, and 65 minutes gone. We'll have a throw in to St George City. The sun just starting to set. It seems to be right in the players' eyes there out on that far side of the field. Hasn't quite gone behind those trees up behind us. And so it doesn't appear to be troubling the goalkeepers too much, but certainly those players on the far side finding it difficult to pick out a man. And as I said, a little bit of smoke now descending as well. You can really smell that those protective burns that are happening today in Hornsby, as we've been told. Now Conestabo closing down Grimaldi doing really well. Conestabo chasing the whole way. In fact, I beg your pardon, it was Simon Nicholas chasing halfway across the field. But Grimaldi has done enough. Is that the free kick taken? I'm not sure if that was the free kick taken, but it matters not. The ball has gone backwards rather than forwards. But David Perkovic has he's questioned that quite a few times today. David Perkovic. Mostly he's had reasonable justification to at least ask the question. Let's say that. But for some of our younger viewers out there, perhaps some earmuffs for the language. The ball is back with Marks. And he is going to kick it very, very long. Very, very long. In fact, Akubi, can he get at the end of it? It's gone all the way through. Keeper to keeper there with an area touch in between. And now Kenny has got the ball and he rolls it out to Grimaldi. Grimaldi gets the 1-2 back again and finds Digadoy. They're really being boxed in here, our St George City. Forward pass, but it just drifts out there, and Digadoy not best pleased with himself there. Very solid presence at the back there, Digadoy. And we're going to have a throw in here. Referee is just whistling for a moment. Oh, it's a water break, in fact. So yeah, the referee has nominated our water break. 67 minutes gone in this second half. Now, we did read during the week that as Ramadan has started, that there are going to be, as the sun sets across football matches across the A-League and across football in general, that there are going to be water breaks for Ramadan. Terrific idea, I think, that is. It's a very difficult thing, Ramadan. I've got some colleagues who are of the Muslim faith who participate in Ramadan, and I can only imagine how hard that is. So got to applaud that decision from Football Australia to, as the sun sets. It's not quite setting here, and I don't think this is a Ramadan water break, but just commenting on what a good idea that is. So 68 minutes now gone in this game, and when we resume from the water break, let's see what St George City can do. If they can get a goal, they will be right back in this game, you've got to feel. Might take a water break myself. Now, Chidiak is going to get us going again with his throw-in directly below us. This is a tricky one for my camera person, trying to get a view of this, and he does really well there. Now, breaking forward. Can they break back into this game, St George City? Not if Takumi Afuka has got anything to do about it. That is a beautiful little turn inside-outside. But now the ball comes over the top, and it's Kamada. Kamada with the left foot across into the middle. Great clearance away. Simon Nicholas. He has covered every blade of artificial turf here today. Chasing back, he went from the left-hand side of the field all the way across to the right. He's back in the middle there, clearing the ball away. A little bit of a sliced clearance, but did enough to get the ball over the bar. And out for a corner on the far side, which Dakota Askew looks like he's going to take, and he takes it short. Gets the ball back again now. Drives the cross in, floated cross in fact into the far side, and Ticadoi has to work hard to get to it. And he does, gets it onto his left foot, drives it in low into the box. Ball comes back, floats back for Grimaldi. It's a great save. Oh, in fact, it is all for nothing because we have an offside flag up on the far side of the field there. That really looked like it was going to be a chance for St George City to break back into this game. The ball had fallen to Nathan Grimaldi. It was a decent shot, well saved by Chris Marks. But all for naught because we had an offside over on the far side of the field there. And it was Glenn Stubbings, if I'm not mistaken, calling the offside there on the far side of the field. Now, driven forward again. Here he is again at Kubu. Oh, for the first time. Well, he is human. He's beaten in the air. This time by Dom Cox. And now the ball is flicked through for McNulty. And there's an offside flag. Goes up again. McNulty had just worked into an offside position there. McNulty hadn't quite held his line. And again, Stubbings called into the action yet again on that far side. Quite rightly. Up went the flag for an offside. Marks plays it forward. Conestable looking to sneak in behind. He can't quite get there. The ball nearly floating over the top of Coyote Godoy. Conestable was going to sneak in there like a thief in the night and get in behind him, but recovered really well, backpedaling well. Coyote Godoy. I don't have my stats on me, but he came onto the field with a young child, so perhaps it's a marquee game here for Coyote Godoy. I will check that afterwards and see, but stepped onto the field with a young child, which often indicates that it's a marquee game for a player. Now Cornwell, beautiful step inside Cornwell. Good skills from Mitri. Was he caught by Cornwell? He was caught by Cornwell, and again, good refereeing by Eric Saba. Lets the play develop, seeing if there's any benefit to St George City, but none accruing. And so call back for that little clip of the ankles in favour of the team in red and white. And now, Maran Vaika. Played it out on the far side there to Dakota Askew. He's been in everything, Askew. The troublesome moments, the shots, the chances, the crosses, the throw-ins. And here's Mitri. Mitri has looked very sharp since he's come on. Combining there with Jesse Fody. They've both looked really good, really sharp since they came on. And speaking with Manny Spanatakis during the week, he said he does have a few players just not quite up to their full match fitness just yet, and that might explain why those two players who have looked very, very sharp since they've come on maybe weren't in the starting lineup. But as he kept the ball in play there, not quite. Foti looking to sneak in around the outside. As I said, returning to those comments from Manny Spanatakis, he said a couple of his team just recovering from their early season exertions, not quite up to full match fitness. They also had that really unusual situation of having to travel into Wollongong twice in a 4 or 5 day period. The clash against the Wollongong Wolves, that round 2 clash, as I check my notes, indeed it was round 2, was postponed because of lightning, and so they had to replay the remainder of the match starting again for the 31st minute at a different venue on a different night. So not a huge imposition of travel, of course, for the home side, but St George City having to travel twice. He said he didn't really feel like that was much of a problem, but I think he was just being gracious. When I spoke to David Perkovich, David did mention that would have been a tough situation, and he wouldn't have been too delighted if that was his team being on the end of that. But no really other option. The Lightning forced the cancellation, or the postponement at least, of the game. And they want to get those games played as quickly as possible so they don't back up. But a difficult situation for St George with that travel and with a few players looking to get themselves up to full match fitness. Now, Chidiac there pulling him back with, as we've mentioned, the Rugby League season starting this week. That tackle wouldn't have been out of place over in Las Vegas this weekend when the Rugby League gets going again. And quite rightly, Jacob Chidiac is on the receiving end of a yellow card. So it's Chidiac and Askew who have been on the receiving end of those yellow cards, and there was one other yellow card as I clicked my notes. Of course, it was McNulty in the first half was the other player who received that yellow card. Now, dangerous position here. Mitri floats the free kick in to the back post. Chance for a touch, chance for a shot, driven it low, just away and wide. Floating free kick from the number 10, Paolo Mitri. And it was that man again. He's been in all the action It was Dakota Askew, took a lovely touch. Ball dropped for a low shot, but it couldn't quite get a good enough connection on it to trouble Chris Marquez. And we stay at the home side 2, the visitors 0. With about 15 minutes or so to go, we will have that little bit of extra time for the water break. Now there's an interesting back pass. Jack Kenny would have been best pleased with that back pass. He had some difficulty in the first half with a back pass, but did really well that time. Now coming forward, ball over the top, and it's Foti. Can he get the end of it? Foti, not quite. Cox, touch, plays the ball out to the far right hand side, and here he is again, Mr. Everywhere. Can he get inside the box? He cannot, because there's a great tackle there from Jordi Perez. There, that nearly was Perez versus Askew 3. But, the ball is played away quickly, and it's Uakubu who steps inside. He has had a terrific game, holding the ball up, winning the ball in the air, making chances, creating chances. Not quite taking the chances just yet, but he will hope to do so in this last 15 minutes or so. But it has been an all-round terrific performance from Uakubu, who, as soon as Hills United went down last year, David Perkovic was straight onto him, signed him up really quickly, knew he had him for the season, and he has been outstanding, not only in this game, but so far this season. 4 goals in 4 matches, but much more so than the goals. He's been a terrific all-around player. Now, Cox, inside the box. Cox, looking to get on the end of it. Blocked away by Cox, turns it back inside, finds Foti. Foti to the edge of the box, finds Askew with the left foot shot! Straight at the goalkeeper, Chris Marquez. He really has been Mr. Everywhere, Dakota Askew. And we're going to pause now, referee. Does he pause? I beg your pardon. That is a whistle from the game behind us. There is always a game going on behind you at Christie Park when you're commentating. And Eric Saba had his whistle to his lips, but the whistle came from the game behind us. Now, Spirit playing it out from the back really well. Perez drops it back for Brzezinski. Brzezinski plays it forward into space, but both Akubu and Takumi Afuka had come short. They usually are on the same wavelength there, one short, one long, but they both came short. And now, Digajoy finds Kamada. Grimaldi. Got out really well there by Konostabo. Lukovic finds Takumi Afuka. Can't quite find Akubu there, though. And lots of activity on both substitutes benches here. Looks like we might be having another couple of changes coming up, but not quite yet. Cornwell wins it well in the air, finds Cox. Cox plays it forward into space. The wind just holds it up. But Kamada looks like he's going to get on the end of it, and he does. And he's got Foti in the middle there for him. Kamada beats one. Beats that same player again. It's Cornwell, but Cornwell recovers really well. Great cross to the back post. Chance for a shot. Brilliant save. Brilliant save with his feet there. That's the best save of the match so far. From the Spirit goalkeeper, Chris Marks, covered the ground really well. Who else but Dakota Askew on the end of it. Getting that shot in here, that goal-bound shot. But Chris Marks was there really well, moving quickly, blocking the ball with his feet. And he's got the ball back again now. And calmly plays it out to Cornwell. He's got space in front of him, Cornwell, to move into. And players there, Akubu, well, it was nearly a great shot. Well, the ball has come back for Akubu, and he's driving forward. He's got Takumi Afuka. Takumi Afuka bearing down on goal. Inside, outside, left foot, right foot. Terrific save. Flicked away well. Well, it's all action here at Christie Park. Takumi Afuka with the chance. Shape for a shot. Stop. Check back inside. Great save from Jack Kenny. The ball ricocheted up into the air, and Nathan Grimaldi was there to head it away really well. We stay at 2-0. And, well, looks like we've got another injury here. It's Mark McNulty who's gone down. Looks like it might be a muscle injury, McNulty, and he's it is a muscle injury. In fact, he's holding his side, McNulty, and he is coming off now, McNulty, and coming on in his place is Nathan Roberts. So Nathan Roberts is on for McNulty in the 7 jersey. Now, back to live action. We've got a corner here for the Spirit. Driven in low, really low. But cleared away really well. Ball takes an awkward bounce and is flicked away, only as far as Konostabo. And he heads the ball in towards Akubu, challenging in the air again, as he's done so many times. It's Moana Vaika who gets the ball, and he spreads it out to Askew. Konostabo chasing him down. Does really well, Konostabo, but comes back inside. Finds Cox. Cox, can he get it back? Well, the ball has fallen through. There's a chance here. A chance here for Foti, and another great save. Jesse Foti with the chance. The ball has come back to him. He's got another chance here, Foti. Still in possession. Finds Mitri, and it's blocked away. Well, another great save there from Chris Marks. He's done so well to get down to the ball there. A great chance for Jesse Foti. It's still only 2-0, 2-1. Really changes this game. He's had 10 minutes on the clock, but surely you think 4 or 5 minutes of injury time, you would imagine. And now the corner for St George. Floated into the near post. Flicked across and away. Chance for a shot. Well, he holds it up, Askew. Takes it back inside, left foot. And it is well over the bar to some derisory cheers from the players in yellow. Not sure he is the most popular player on the red team for those in yellow, but he has been absolutely everywhere in everything. As we said, Nathan Roberts has come on in the 7 jersey, and he has replaced the number 9, Mark McNulty. Looks like the changes will be coming thick and fast here. We're going to have another substitution for the Spirit. It's Aaron Basic in the 14 jersey who's going to be making his way on, and I don't have the exact stats, but that is the 1 millionth time that Uwakubu has won the ball in the air. And it is the number 14, Aaron Basic, who is going to be making his way on, and it is Takumi Afuka who will make way. Aaron Basic, Marco Aaron Basic in the number 14 jersey is on, and he will play up front with Uwakubu back from injury. He's been out for a little bit, David Perkovic told me during the week, and he gets approximately 10 minutes or so to show his wares. Now, for the umpteenth time, Kamada plays it in, drop back to the edge of the box, chance for a shot, deflected away. It was Paolo Mitri who ended up with the chance. The cross coming in from Nathan Roberts. I beg your pardon, from Fomoto Kamada. Nathan Roberts was hovering with intent, but it was Paolo Mitri who ended up getting the shot away. And David Perkovic looking concerned now on the sideline. 1 goal really changes the dynamic here, and they're pushing people forward now. Nathan Roberts pushing forwards, Jesse Foti pushing forward, Fomoto Kamada charging down this left wing time and time again. Now Aaron Basic to win it in the air, does so, but can't quite find a teammate. Chidiak, Conestabo. Well, he unleashed there, did Michael Conestabo. Played his foot across the ball beautifully to drag it away from the goalkeeper. I do not think Jack Kenny had that covered. If he did, it was by a fingertip. And Michael Conestabo looking to add a 2nd goal to his account, both for the season and in this match. Now again, Kamada checking inside. Kamada swapping to his right foot, driven in low, all the way across. Millimetres away for Moto Kamada. Swapped from his favourite left to his right foot, drove it in low. It evaded absolutely everybody, and I think we are going to be in for all manner of chaos in these last 10 minutes. St George City pressing on, trying to get that goal that will bring them back into the game. Spirit looking to get the sealer. It was almost a sealer from Michael Conestabo, and then almost from Fomoto Kamada, the chance to bring them right back into this game. 10 minutes of, I imagine, very exciting action to come here at Christie Park. As the ball bounces out that far side. Well, quick throw in taken. Ball had barely landed on the ground. Quick throw in taken. Cox looking to break in. And the ball is spread across now to this near side. And it's Dugadoy. They really have to close down. Kamada. He's got a lot of space. Chidiak has probably got to get a little bit closer to him. He's affording a little bit too much space. And now again, the substitutes combining. Nathan Roberts chips it up, and it is straight into the goalkeeper's hands. For some reason, the Spirit defence, all at 6s and 7s in these last few minutes, they're walking out slowly. They are looking a little bit drained, I have to say, from my vantage point. And now the ball is thrown out, just collected by Jordan Perez. He almost miscontrolled it there. You must imagine they've got to just get their foot in the ball here, maintain a little bit of possession, and they're trying to do that now through Perez. Perez again, but Brodie Clarkson is there to close him down really well. And they're really to slow things down here, Spirit. They are metaphorically taking the ball to the corner flag, if not physically taking it to the corner flag. And Eric Saab, a little shrill blow of the whistle that says, let's keep this going, gents. And it's Aaron Bassett who wins it. Can't quite find a Kubu. And they will break now. Oh, a little miscontrol there, a little mishit. And the ball goes right back to Perez. Perez looking to get something going. Can't quite do it. Lukovic. Nichols plays it all the way back to Chris Marks. He's got a chance to take a touch and a chance to play it forward, and he does. Into space. Digadoy is there, and he takes a beautiful touch there, Digadoy, as he backpedaled and finds Grimaldi. Back to Digadoy. And Digadoy forward. Roberts. Can he get in the end of it? No. Kamada. Get closer, says David Perkovic. Oh, but it goes through his legs. That's what happens when you get too close to Kamada. He puts it through the legs, tries the edge of the box. Stopped, check, turn, beautiful feet, still beautiful feet, and just touched away. Paolo Mitri there with the beautiful feet, and he's worked really hard to get the ball back. Well, Jacob Chidiac was encouraged to get close, and he got too close, in fact, to Kamada. The ball went through his legs, and Kamada into space there. David Perkovic looks like he's going to make another change here. And it's Kai Williams in the number 3 jersey, and Kamada. He's running riot here, Kamada. I can't seem to be able to stop him. Askew has got the ball now on the far side, and he's looking to get a cross back in. Over to the far side, and a handball there. Well, it looked like the ball had fallen beautifully into the path of Fumoto Kamada, but inexplicably he's handled the ball there. Not once, but twice. And well, Jacob Chidiac. Jacob Chidiac is going to be subbed off. It's just happened too many times there. Jacob Chidiac, he was caught out too many times by Kamada, and Kaya Williams has gone on there. Now, Conestabo plays the ball in for a Kubu. Can't quite control it. Can't quite control it. Looks to turn inside, gets past Grimaldi. Well, Grimaldi has got almost his entire jersey in his hands there. Referee plays advantage. Well, Alawali just plays the ball out of play there. Looking to try and get the free kick. The referee doesn't look like he's going to give that free kick, though. So a little bit of chaos there out in that far side. Now the ball is thrown back to the Spirit. And there is a really unusual back pass. 40-50 metre back pass. Nathan Roberts in there. This game has descended into absolute chaos in these last few minutes. We've got players going head-to-head. We've got Nathan Roberts challenging Chris Marks. The referee really needs to get involved here. Nathan Roberts with a very, very late challenge on Chris Marks. The ball had been played forward. Frankie Lukovic is coming across to speak to David Perkovic. All manner of things going on here. It's a classic at Christie Park. Nathan Roberts, there was a late and a high challenge on the goalkeeper Chris Marks as he played the ball away. He wasn't best pleased. 2 of his defenders came in. They squared up to each other. Our 4th official is getting involved, looking to calm things down here in the sideline. Eric Saba is still having a word with Nathan Roberts. The friendship between Manny Spanidakis and David Perkovic is really being tested here. They are not exchanging words with each other, but other people on the sideline certainly are. Perkovic and Spanidakis maintaining their friendship so far. As Homer Simpson says, so far. Now, probably about 5 minutes to go here at Christie Park. It has been a classic NPL encounter. Goals, attacking play, a mistake or two along the way. A sub was subbed on and subbed off. And nearly a goal from 50 metres. We haven't had a penalty and we haven't had a red card, but I wouldn't be banking on either of those things not happening in the last minute or two. And there's also been some inventive time wasting, some very inventive time wasting there from Chris Marks. Just miscontrolled the ball inexplicably as it was passed back to him by some of the juniors from St George City who are about to play on this field afterwards. Jesse Foti retrieves the ball for him very sportingly, and so we will restart. Chris Marks plays it long. Now, one of the only times that Yuakubu does not win the ball in the air. And it is Dom Cox, and he plays it out for a throw-in out on that far side. As darkness descends here a little bit at Christie Park, the lights have just got on. Can the Spirit get a sealer here to make it 3-0? Ball up off the corner flag, and out it goes for a goal kick. Can they get a sealer? Can St George City get a late goal to make the last couple of minutes extremely interesting? Now, speaking of interesting, 5 minutes. We will have 5 minutes of added time. Thank you again to our fourth official for showing the board up to us. Mujtaba Ibrahimi, thank you again. Now, surely they will push players forward here and leave space behind them, St George City. They really have to if they're going to get back into this game in these last couple of minutes. 5 minutes to go. Now, Mitri steps inside. Corner kick awarded. They're sporting the ball, boys, here at Spirit. They get the ball back really, really quickly. Some other places, be a little bit of a pause here. Now, corner taken quickly. Mitri, he's come short. Alawalia, can he get there? Can't quite get there. Ball is floated into the back post. Flicked away well, though, by Kaya Williams. And it's picked up by Nathan Roberts. Roberts, can he get it again? Roberts, who was on the receiving end of a little bit of treatment from the Spirit players, and it's Digadoy, the long throw specialist, who's going to float one in right into the middle of the box. Flicked up in the air and away. Aaron Basic beautifully flicks it away. Now, here comes Akubu. Well, he couldn't quite get on the end of it, Akubu. Oh, has he done a hamstring there, Akubu? Has he done a hamstring there, Akubu? Michael Conestabo looking to get the ball in there. He's grabbed his hamstring. Oh, my goodness me, just below us. Michael Conestabo collides with a chair. Akubu, just for a moment, looked like he'd, well, certainly strained a hamstring, if not pulled one. He's still holding that left hamstring over there on the far side. Less than 5 minutes to go. Akubu really holding that left hamstring now. I would be concerned looking at that if I were David Perkovic, and that cleared away. Cleared away. David Perkovic is calling for the ball to be returned really quickly here. He wants that third goal. He does not want to see this game out. He does not want to take the ball into the corner flag. He wants that third goal. And that is the exact attitude he displays all the time. In his coaching, in the way he selects his teams, in the way he encourages his team to play. Now, Aaron Basic flicks it on. Only as far as Kenny from a Spirit point of view. And Kenny bowls it out now to the far right-hand side. And it's Askew coming forward. Plays the ball into space really, really well. Jesse Fody has been super dangerous since he came on. He's got Perez in front of him. And Alawalia drops it back. Back for Askew. Askew all the way across. Williams gets a touch on it. Can it be kept in? Kamada keeps it in. He does keep it in, Kamada. But another handball there, was there? Or a goal kick? No, a goal kick, in fact. The ball has gone out. He's been extremely dangerous, Kamada, since he's... well, about these changes, I should say, have happened to the second half. All changes made. Well, an interesting decision for David Perkovic to make here. He's clearly injured his hamstring here at Kubu. But all substitutions have already been made. Well, all allotted times that you could make a substitution, I should say. There's only 3 times that you can make substitutions. And so he is leaving Akubu out there with that strained hamstring. Just 2 or so minutes on the clock. He's going to stay up front. Conestabo. Now maybe he will bring the ball to the corner flag here, Michael Conestabo. Really skillful player. Takes inside, outside. Just loses it briefly to Brodie Clarkson. But Aaron Basic comes in really well there. Conestabo, Lukovic. They're looking to break forward. Aaron Basic, or Alawali, I should say. Close to the action. And now Cox. 2 players running in front of them. One of them is Mitri. One of them is Kamada. Can Kamada get there? But he is closed down really well by Jamie Perchevsky. And Perchevsky, rather than give away a throw-in, has given away a corner kick, which is taken super quickly. And it's Mitri. Mitri, beautiful step inside by Mitri. It's onto his left foot here. What can he do? Drives it in low. And it's flicked away. Picked up by Kamada. What can Kamada do? He drives it in low. And it's flicked away by the experienced Grant Cornwell. 90 seconds or so to go in this match. It has been an extremely exciting match, end-to-end stuff. Can St George City get a goal to really put the cat among the pigeons in the last minute or so? Mitri, short for Cox. Was there a handball there? No handball. Alawalia clears it away well. Grimaldi heads it up. And it's the captain turning, looking to shoot. Shoots, drives it in low. But picked up really well by Marks, and he does that classic goalkeeper thing of falling to the ground. When the clock is on your side, a minute to go or so, bowls it out to Perez, and Few heads dropping there, just a fraction from St George City. I think they realised that that chance had to go in for them to have any opportunity to get back into this game. But still, can they get a consolation? Cox plays it forward. Brachevsky wins it. Degadoy spreads it out. Now Williams, can he get there first? Can't quite get there. It's Kamada for Cox. And he's got great support out on that outside there. It's Askew driving it again, driving it low. Well, high in the end. Williams plays it away now. No real pattern to this game. It's really descended into a bit of a free-for-all. The shot comes in low from Paolo Mitri. And you've got to think, with 15 seconds to go, the applause there from the Spirit supporters and their coach suggests that probably will do the trick from a Spirit point of view. And they will likely go into round 5, still sitting at the top of the table. Ball is played forward now, Aaron Basic. Can they get a chance to make it 3? Played forward again. Eric Saba looks at his watch one more time. Looks at his watch an additional time. No further looks at the watch. We play on. Jack Kenny will heave the ball forward for this last minute. Taken really comfortably by Chris Marks. And Eric Saba has a final glance at his watch. Points his hand towards the centre circle. And so the NWS Spirit come away victorious 2-0. A fully deserved 2-0 win here, you've got to say. Terrific goal scored by Alawalia in the first half. Zayn Alawali with the first in the first half. They led 1-0 at half-time. And then in the second half, Michael Conestabo, after a brilliant shot that just went over the crossbar, drove a low shot in. And the game finishes here. The Spirit 2, St George City 0. And we'll leave you from Christie Park to enjoy the rest of your weekend. David Feeney saying thank you very much and good night.